Peonies. I don't know anything about peonies. I know that people are crazy about them. My great-grandmother, I have one of her peonies in what I call the graveyard garden. Not because it's a graveyard, just because long story. We went to the PBS Garden Show in Madison. It was pretty awesome. And the American Peony Society had a booth there, and they were giving away peony seeds. So peony seeds are, I love a good challenge. I've tried and failed with wasabi. I love a good challenge. So they give you a guide, and I picked two versions. They had a book, and you could see, and so we'll put these up here. And so the first one is green lotus, lactiflora, single cactus type, white and lime green petals with white and lime green streaking. I like me some lime green. Then this one is golden frolic. Hybrid single soft pink petals with dark flares and golden yellow stamens. I want to say it's stamens. If I would remember biology class, I would know what it is. But anyway, golden frolic, green lotus. Okay, so peonies from seeds is like insane because it takes like, let's see, years. So use a clean seed starting potting soil with good drainage. So we did that here. I have a good seed starter potting mix, and then I always tend to add the starter mix, which has mycorrhizal fungi, which is an organic fertilizer from the company Down to Earth, which is like a 333. I tend to mix that pretty conservatively, like a big bin of seed starting mix. Then I'll mix that starter, and it's just to kind of start off mycorrhizal fungi and give it some food, have a little bit of food in there, traces of food and some of the stuffs that every plant needs. Dirt from the garden may contain soil-borne diseases, so they don't want you to do that. Plant the seeds about 3/4 inch deep in a 1 quart, 4.5 inch deep pot. So this is about a 4 inch. These are the 3.3s from Bootstrap Farmer. They're saying that this size pot is less likely to dry out as the seedlings are germinating for a long period of time. You can plant 25 seeds in a pot of this size. I'm like, wow, I don't think I have 25 seeds, but that's why I have two here. So this is gonna be the green lotus on the green, and this is gonna be the golden frolic in the blue, because that makes sense. And I liberally watered these. Place the pot in a warm location. So once I get these in here, I'm gonna get them in. I'm gonna put them with my cold-stratifying seedlings. Temperature should be about 70 to 85. That's what I do. I have a heat map. So that's the first step of germination for peony seeds. This step can take a minimum of 6 weeks or longer. So I'm in June, so midsummer, I might see germination, like, late July, I might see some germination from these. And then, keep the soil evenly moist and warm during this period. To make it easier, you can place the germination pot inside a zipped plastic bag. I probably will do that so that the soil does not dry out quickly. Check the soil every week and add moisture if necessary. Peony roots will appear at the bottom drainage holes once the roots are a few inches long. At this point, you can shift the seedling pot in the plastic bag to a refrigerator for 6 weeks. Keep apples out of the refrigerator during this time. Naturally formed ethylene gas will kill the seedlings. Watch for the shoots to appear above the surface in 6 to 12 weeks. So here we go. This is a lot of process. We're gonna try to get some germination of the roots, which would be pretty cool. And then they're gonna sit downstairs with my cold stratifiers. And about the time my cold stratifiers kind of need an up pot, I'm assuming, I will have to put these in the refrigerator for 6 weeks and then out in the fall. So my goal over time is to get some peonies for next year. So then once they get 1 inch tall, you transfer them to individual 3.5 inch pots and where they have bright sun. And then when it's warm enough, you put them in the garden. So I don't know if any of that makes sense or is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So Peonies, Wisconsin, care of, for free, the Wisconsin Peony Society. I'm gonna try to do right by the American peonies. I'm excited. Peonies they have a special place in a lot of people's hearts, including many, many of my ancestors and my grandparents, my great-grandparents. Like, peonies are a thing. I've even jokingly said, like, one day I'm gonna be addicted to these flowers. I know it. I'm just not yet. So here we go.